Guys, gentlemen, we got today a great review of Hugo Boss, the scent review. Now, if you look at this, I think this is one of the sexiest bottles, in my opinion, that I've ever seen. It is just sleek, sexy. It fits well, nice in the hand, like if you're about to go spray. It's got a nice cap to protect it in case of spilling. It's still, I've noticed, I'll be up. The closer I look, it does spill around the edge, which is what a lot of perfumes struggle with, and I don't like that because you can't travel with them. So you have to get like the small travel pack, and you can only carry so much if you're going on a long extended trip. It's kind of tough, but I think it's a very sexy looking bottle, and when you spray it, like it fits very nicely in the hand. Let me get all that fragrance. It's a Live You Fragrance review. At first, it smells very, very fresh, and then it gets into kind of like a woody, sweet vanilla. And I'll be straight up, if you're trying to buy a fragrance, like I'm always gonna tell you the truth. If you're trying to buy a fragrance for somebody else, for women, for men, maybe to impress somebody else, this one, I don't think it's gonna do that well for women. I get this for myself. I get fragrances for myself. That's why I always spray on my wrist here, so that it's for me. It's not for anybody else. Maybe you are trying to be calibrated and go somewhere else, but when I like to spray, I like to be for myself. So it does give a very sweet vanilla fragrance, which I'm going to be honest, most women do not want to see a man wearing something like that. They're going to want to see, darker tones, darker leathery smells. And this is going to be a turn off for women. I don't think there's many people, many many men that can tell you that kind of knowledge if you're just trying to look for a specific kind of product to impress something. Because, maybe that's all you want right now is to smell fresh in front of a special someone that you're going to date. You got a few hours to get ready. You ain't trying to get into all that shit. But would I recommend this? I'm going to be honest. I get the Eau de Parfum always. I'm going to start getting some Toilette. This is the Eau de Parfum. I don't know. I think for most men they can't rock this. You're gonna need, I think if you're wearing like an all white outfit, maybe like a super light tan, everything, you can rock this. But if it comes down to like with a dark outfit, like springtime, maybe you could wear this on like a really nice, if you're going out and you're gonna have some cherry blossom trees in the background, you're gonna go on a brand new park. The flowers are out in the springtime, all the beautiful ones. I think you could rock Sweet Vanilla then. I really think you could rock it then. But if you're in a close proximity with people, I I don't I'd probably say no. I think most people would be turned off. And I'm talking about the average people. I would not recommend it. I'm being straight up. But if you're doing it for yourself and you like sweetness, you like sweet vanilla, how it smells, maybe your girl does like it. Go for it. But it is not a player. It is not a player fragrance. It is much more of a clean fragrance, and it does change a little bit as the progression of the fragrance goes. It does get a little bit darker toned of a darker vanilla, not as sweet. But I'm gonna be straight up. When I wore this, my girl was like, "Hell nah." But I'm gonna still spray it for me. Um, but it is also depending on like what you like as a person. I think it's a very sexy bottle. I think in your collection it could just look really good on your wall. I got it on my wall in my collection that I'm building. I wonder if the toilet version is gonna smell different. I'm gonna check that one out next. But I do not think this is the best one in the lineup at all that Boss produces. There's another one I really like, the Man. I like how the Man smells. You could check that one out. I gotta get that bottle. But I appreciate you guys joining me for Leave You Fragrance on a live reaction on how this fragrance, the scent, smells. I thought the name was a little bit weak in my opinion too. I like originality in the names, but I appreciate everyone joining, and I will catch you guys in the next fragrance review video.